That's really tough, but you've had your name dragged through the mud already.
Yeah, and she just. They'll never consider you for parole in 100 years.
And what would have been your name in here, Chrissy, and not mine? Where would your precious parole be then?
Oh, what are you talking about?
Well, I made damn sure it was my name in here and none of yours, didn't I?
Are you trying to tell us you suspected this all along?
Of course I did.
Oh, load of old rubbish. Why?
Yeah, why?
Well, if you remember, our reason for boycotting the visiting suite was not just because of the officer interference, but because the department was taking all the glory from the good publicity, and we wanted to stop that, didn't we? Well, I reckon that should do the trick, don't you?
You mean that you and Ken did this just to make the department look bad?
Yeah, well, I've got nothing to lose. Some of the rest of you have.
Well, you silly cow. Why didn't you tell us instead of letting us walk all over you like that?
I tried to explain it, but none of you would listen to me.
Oh, but you shouldn't have done it.
I gave another chance to see Ken, didn't it?
It was real bonzer of him to do that. Must have been really embarrassing for him.
Yeah.
Well, looks as though we had you all wrong, doesn't it? We should have known you wouldn't sell us out.
If they'd have written a smutty story like that about me and Mick, I'd never have got my parole.
We ought to have trusted our old mate. I'm real sorry that I didn't be.
Oh, that's all right. Maybe you'll all stick by me next time.
Look, get onto it straight away, will you? I want you to come down hard on them. Make them eat their words. Okay, mate, I'll leave it up to you.
Can your solicitor do something about it?
Yeah, I think we can get them for misrepresentation. You know, there isn't one mention in this article of the fact that you were with us the whole time. It implies I was there for one reason and one reason only.
Well, Mum isn't going to like it much.
Your mother can like it or lump it. She chose not to live with me. She can keep her nose out of my business.
Well, look, I'll give her a ring just the same. Explain what really happened, okay?
Oh, please yourself, love. I'm more concerned about how Bee's feeling at the moment. She's bound to have seen this garbage.
Yeah, well, it's just as well Ken brought his daughter along with him. Knocks the story on the head for the department and lets us keep the visiting suite.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Oh, you are clever, Bee. I wouldn't have thought of that in a million years.
Takes a bit of nous, that's all.
Here comes Mrs. M. Oh, you do look beaut in civvies.
Hello, ladies.
How are you? You're a welfare officer now, aren't you, Mrs. M?
Yes, that's right, Lizzie. So I better not keep you from your work. Hurry along.
Even without a uniform, she keeps us moving.
Going to be around for a bit?
Yes, quite a while, Lizzie. Chrissy?
Yeah.
Can I have a word with you?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to your cell?
All right. Is it about my parole?
Well, more or less. I've spoken to Mick again, and I've arranged for him to visit you.
Oh, that's smashing, Mrs. Morris. Can we use the visiting suite then?
Well, not this time, but perhaps I can arrange it next time.
As long as my name doesn't get in the papers like B.
Yes, that was pretty unpleasant, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Tell me, Chrissy, do you and Mick intend to get married when you're released?
No, I don't know. I mean, I'm fond of him. I just don't think I want to spend the rest of my life with him, you know, tied down. I mean, when it boils down to it, all men are bastards one way or another, Mrs. Morris, aren't they?
Well, he does seem to care about you.
Oh, he does now, because we've only been together for a short time. You give him 2 years, he'll soon get sick of me.
Well, what about Elizabeth? He is her father.
That's another thing. Mick's asked me to ask you if you can get his name put on the birth certificate.
Well, there are a few formalities to go through, but I'm sure it can be done. Well, don't you see, Chrissy, if he wants that, he must be planning some sort of a future for you and Elizabeth.
Oh, I reckon Mick likes to be free. If he is planning anything, I don't think it could be that serious, honest.
Well, I wanted to tell you I've been working on a report for your parole hearing, and I think you stand a pretty good chance of getting it. A lot will depend on what I can arrange for you as far as a job and accommodation are concerned.
Well, the main thing is to get Elizabeth. They will let me have her, won't they, Mrs. Morris?
Yes, well, I will be looking into that. If we can get everything else sorted out, I'm sure there'll be no problems there.
Latham, your visitor's arrived.
Oh, that'll be Mick now. I'll tell him that you're going to fix it up about the certificate. He'll be ever so pleased.
Yes, you run along and tell him.
You're a good sport, Mrs. Morris. I reckon you're going to make a great social worker.
How you going, Chrissy?
I'm all right. How are things with you?
Working hard.
Ta.
I went to see Elizabeth again.
Yeah? Oh, how is she?
Oh, fantastic. I still can't believe she's my own kid. I mean, she's really beautiful.
Yeah. I reckon she takes after her mum.
Oh, she looks a bit like me.
Well, of course she does.
Listen, you're going to get out of here, all right? The parole going to come through, you reckon?
Well, I reckon it will, as long as I've got somewhere to live and some way of earning money, you know? I mean, I don't want to go back to earning it like I was before, do I?
There's no need to worry about that, Chrissy. Listen, I've been thinking about us.
Yeah?
Well, now we got Elizabeth and everything, I reckon we ought to think about making it legal.
You mean get married?
Well, I want to do the right thing by you and me daughter. Will you marry me, Chrissy?
Julie, if anyone rings for me, could you please take a message? I haven't got an office to use as yet, and I'll be moving around the building quite a bit.
Okay.
Everything all right, Mick?
I was wondering if I could talk to you, Mrs. Morris.
Yes, of course.
Chrissy said you were going to see about getting me name put on the kid's birth certificate.
Yes, well, I'm sure I can arrange it. I think it's good that you want it done.
Yeah, well, I want to look after both of them, and that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I asked Chrissy to marry me, but, well, she wouldn't give me a straight answer. I thought she'd jump at it.
Well, sometimes you have to give a woman time to think things over, especially things like that.
Yeah, but, well, I really care about her, and, well, if she was going to get married, it'd help her get a parole, wouldn't it?
Well, yes, I dare say it would, especially if you're able to give her a home and support her properly.
Oh, I would. I've been working real hard.
Well, if you have a regular job and could find somewhere decent for you and Chrissy to live, it'd help a great deal. Look, why don't you do that first, and then let her decide if she wants to get married?
All right. Funny, but a woman not wanting to marry a bloke, especially when she's had his kid.
Well, as I said, Mick, I think you've got to give it time. She just mightn't have been expecting you to propose.
All right. Thanks very much, Mrs. Morrison. I'll see about getting some sort of a house, something with a bit of a yard for the kid to play in.
Good. Well, good luck, Mick.
Mrs. Morris?
Ah, hello, Debbie.
I was pretty sure it was you. Of course, I've never seen you out of uniform before.
Well, you won't be seeing me back in it again. I'm a welfare officer now.
Oh, that's great. I was wondering if I'd be able to see B. Smith.
Well, you saw her yesterday with your father, didn't you?
Yes, that's right, but I don't want to see her unsupervised, so I won't have to be searched again, will I?
I shouldn't think so. That is if you are permitted to see her. Well, the prisoners are only allowed one visitor per week. You'll have to get Mrs. Davidson's permission.
Oh, can you arrange for me to see her?
Yes, of course. Will you just sign in first?
Thanks.
What's the matter, love? I thought you'd be as happy as a lark.
How can I be happy after that?
Yeah. It was awful, wasn't it? But I thought you'd know that when you arranged it.
Arranged it?
You mean you didn't do it?
Not exactly.
But you said that you...
I know what I said, Lizzie. But it wasn't just for the other women, it was for me too.
You mean that you made all that up?
Some of it. To get the women back on side.
Well, I couldn't understand why you'd done it. God, you must have got an awful shock when you read that story. I'm still a bit confused, though, Bea.
Oh, it's pretty simple, really, Lizzie. They were right. I did sell them out. The screw just had to dangle the bait of a private visit with Ken in front of my nose, and I took it hook, line, and sinker. But you should understand how I felt, Lizzie. Being in here all these years and having no visitors. I've almost forgotten what it's like to be spoken to gently by a man. And I wanted that, Lizzie. I wanted to see Ken again, and I wanted to have him to myself for a while. I don't want to dry up without ever being held by a man again. Without ever being loved. I was thinking more of myself than I was of my mates. You gotta think of yourself sometimes, love. You need